What's up? It's me, your favorite internet roommate. And just real quick, I want to say I'm working real hard on a anime backgrounds video that won my Patreon poll. But the research for that video has been difficult. I'm talking like Dark Souls 15. No Estus, no rolls, no maidens, nuts only. Fuck Goliath of difficulty. So unfortunately, I'm sorry that video will be coming out towards the beginning of March. But to not keep you waiting too long, I introduce you to the first ever Internet Pitstop filler episode. But like a good filler episode, like shit. This video isn't gonna be like too deep or have any like bigger message or have all that, you know, sentimental music that I usually play at the very end of my videos. I'm just here with a friend to shit on some fictional characters, alright? So I've come to realize that the thing that draws me the most to a series is the characters. If you got a good cast of characters, then I'm just gonna enjoy your show regardless. It could be bad, it could be about nothing, they could be literally doing nothing, and I'm okay with that because I like the characters. Some of my favorite shows are my favorites because I enjoy the entire cast. They're all great characters. Yu Yu Hakusho, Bebop, New Girl. I took a BuzzFeed quiz and I got Schmidt, and my girlfriend got Cece. I guess we gotta get married or something. Point is, characters are everything. But sometimes, the series will just make a character that makes you wanna... that make you wish that you could just reach into your screen and snap their neck. Like if I saw this man from Euphoria in real life, despite knowing that, you know, he's just an actor, bruh, he's not really Nate, you know? Because of his character, my dark thoughts out of reflex might just take my 5'9" ass, drive to a Home Depot, buy a ladder, just so I can climb up his... Actually, wait, hold up. 6'5"? God damn. Hold up. Wait a minute. The characters we hate, or characters that I have unnecessary beefs with. And don't get it mixed up, there's definitely a good way to do this kind of character. Like genuinely, it's a skill as an actor that our skyscraper here, Jacob, made me hate him so much. Because that's the point. I'm supposed to hate him. But I guess I just don't know what's good for me. Haha. My first character is actually two. These two evil bitches from The Silent Voice. Oh my god, it's even worse because in the film, they don't even get a redemption at all. They do not. Get your 10-hour analysis on why they've been redeemed out of my recommended. And put it in my watch later. I'll probably check it out. There is not a single moment in this film that Naoka is on the screen that doesn't make me want to... Especially on this scene, bro. I was going ballistic. But here's the thing. She's the obvious one. And at least she has a dumbest reason, right? I at least think that she knows that she's being a big old meanie. But Miki, though? Ooh. Listen, being a doo-doo head is already bad, but nothing is more insufferable than a character who is a doo-doo head and doesn't think they are, and thinks they're in the right. They think that they're good and they're righteous and they're the victim. And that is Miki. She's a million times worse because at the very end of the movie, she still doesn't think she did anything wrong. She was laughing at Shoko too. She was bullying her too. And don't get me started on that whole scene when Shoya, who's trying to move on from his past, you know, tells her, hey, please don't tell anybody about my bullying. It'd be really cool. I'm trying to turn a new leaf. It's all good. And she starts hollering that shit and then lies, and then she plays victim? You get it. By the end of the movie, it feels like it wants us to think that these characters are now redeemed and everything's yay, they're redeemed now. It's okay. Well, no, they're still poo-poo heads. I hate them. Moving on. This big Mertle. Oh my god. And it's only worse because when you watch Lilo and Stitch, it's so easy to care about Lilo. You know, you feel for her. You want the best for her. She's very likable and a very sympathetic character, which makes it that much easier to hate this clown-ass bitch. This is the definition of a character I'd like to drop kick in the throat. Everything about her infuriated me. Like, I get to the point where I was actually mad in real life. Every time her and her friends did that. I wanted to fire off non-stop spirit guns. I'm seething. I'm mauling because not only did she bully Lilo, but she knew that it was bad and she enjoyed that shit.
Making fun of people is good. I do it all the time. Weird low.
Look at this scene. This shit had me speechless.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who did we humiliate? Weird low. Weird low.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who did we humiliate? Weird low. Weird low.
I'm sorry, if you are this happy to where you create a cheer, like a literal cheer that you plan out with your friends because you get to humiliate someone, there's no redemption anymore. You are literally evil. This is downright psychotic. Put her on a watch list. There's no going back if your kid is like this. She's gonna be killing animals next, and nothing made me happier than when Lilo would throw some fucking hands on her, man. I was like 10 years old, up at like 2 a.m. watching reruns of this shit, just hype that this evil child was getting like any form of harm, okay? I don't care about no tragic backstory. I need a top 10 Mertle gets drop kicked in the throat Watch Mojo video. If I could ever step into the fictional world or have Mertle somehow exist in real life, I'm telling you right now that I would take every bit of spirit power in my hand and I would fucking give her my sponsored link for Apari's 6-year anniversary collection. That's right, once again, we're sponsored by Apari, an artist-owned brand that makes original artwork that you can wear. Not gonna take too much of your time, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. All these designs are pretty much redesigned throwbacks. It has this really cool sleepy motif and references all the sleep-themed items that they've drawn. And it has the time capsule dates on each piece. It's 100% cotton-filled drip. And they had your boy feeling all cute because they had me actually model this entire collection. And they even let my dog model on this amazing rug that they're coming soon with. As always, this is one of the best ways to support your boy, so if you like what you see, you can use my link down below or at the top and check out their stuff. And if you want to keep up to date with their future collections, you can follow all their socials here and be part of their mailing list. As always, thank you so much to Apari for not only giving me so much creative freedom with these little ads, but also just for continuing to sponsor this channel and letting me actually model this stuff. But with all that being said, back to the video.
Hey, how you doing? Sorry if I'm hogging the spotlight from IP for the time being, and since you most likely don't know who I am, let me introduce myself to you. I'm Kanji from Kanji World, and I'm here to talk about all the fictional characters that I completely despise. In the anime communities, there are a lot of characters that people love to hate, from your Sakuras, your Ninas, Makotos, and your but there's something special about Yuki that makes him stand out from that group. This man is the ultimate coward. All he does is nothing but cries and quiver in fear behind Yuko. He's completely incompetent at making good decisions throughout the show. And did I forget to mention that he's a complete total piece of shit? He is the embodiment of a main character that is unbearable to watch. And there's not even a single likable personality trait from this character. Everything I listed before is his entire personality. And you're probably saying, Kanji, don't you think you're being a bit too harsh on this character? No. If anything, I'm being too nice. I would much rather let a garbage truck run over my leg 100 times than rewatch another episode of Future Diary, because I fucking hate Yuki.
Why? Why are you such a coward? Wait, baby, you gotta listen to me. Stop being such a pussy!
Now, hear me out. Before you flame me in the comments, why don't you go on ahead and rewatch the caillou clips before you flame me. This kid is a little He's spoiled, entitled, and thinks the whole world owes him everything. And I gotta say, that's a pretty accurate depiction of a 4-year-old. But still, this kid. The fact that his 2-year-old sister is more mature than him says it all. I hate his attitude, I hate the way how he talks, I hate the way how he moves, I hate the way how he looks. Fuck caillou. Imagine that rich spoiled kid that you knew growing up, and mix in psychopath in that kid's personality. That is Joffrey. He is a coward, annoying, whiny, and always preys on the weak. He's unpredictable, he loves violence, completely has no regard for human life whatsoever. My god, the amount of evil personality traits that this kid has, holy shit! Ask anybody that has watched or read Game of Thrones. Everybody wanted this little shit to get his comeuppance. Never have I ever witnessed in my life seeing so many grown adults prey on a 12-year-old's downfall. And rightfully so. Fuck this kid. Now, excuse me, I'm running out of time. I don't want to hog the spotlight from IP for too long. And for the love of God, make sure to subscribe to the homie if you're new here. This guy makes amazing content and he deserves it. And I hope everyone that is watching, I hope you have an amazing day. And yeah, peace.
Dolores Umbridge. I think I speak for the voices of many when I say Dolores is a big fat meanie who also thinks that she's good and she's righteous and she's moral. Just her little personality quirks and the fact that she wears pink just comes off as so like fake. Because in reality, she is like pure evil. She was bricked up getting off on watching a kid bleed and be miserable. She is the true villain of Harry Potter. And oh my god, nothing feels better than when the twins prank her ass and they escape the school. Oh man, that felt good. As a character I'm supposed to hate, she's done very well. I give big shout outs to the actress for making me and pretty much any fan of fiction absolutely despise her. And there's no like, oh, but she has a tragic backstory, watch us redeem her. No, none of that. The only problem I have with her is I feel that she didn't get punished enough. Like, sure, she got taken by those centaurs, but afterwards she doesn't like lose her job or anything. She just goes back to her same position of power and she doesn't change at all.
I wanted those centaurs to gang up on her, grab her by each limb, and
force a dual disc on her arm and duel her to submission. And for my final character, it's a little bit of a hot take because my next character is Snape. Because like, well, in my like, personal opinion, this is a terrible person, especially in the books. And if we're supposed to, by the end of his arc, think that like, oh, he's been redeemed. Like, if that's what Rowling thought we were supposed to feel about him, he's a terrible character too. And I know some people will argue that like, no, he had a redemption arc. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm sorry, I hope I'm not the only one who thinks this motherfucker is not redeemed. This dude legit bullied and like emotionally abused children. And we're supposed to think it's okay because he had a little hard-on for Harry's mom? Everyone gets thirsty, it doesn't mean it justifies child abuse. Like, yeah, I get it, you were bullied and that sucks, but that doesn't mean you take it out on his kid. What the did he do? He didn't even know the guy. And it's not even just Harry that this man bullies. He pretty much bullies anyone who's not a Slytherin. It is not normal that Neville's biggest fear is a teacher at your school and his redemption of, oh no, he loved Lily. It's okay, Harry, he did care about you. They're supposed to care about him now and think he's redeemed because he had a crush on a girl once? Nah, dude is a creepy stalker weirdo. The fact that his last line is, "You have your mother's eyes," is only worse. You didn't care about protecting Harry. You just cared about a girl you couldn't get over. You were not a good person. You abused kids is not redeemed because you wanted to fuck. If I was Harry in this scene, I'd spit in this dude's mouth before he dropped dead on some good riddance. I will say though, he's still bad, but he's a little better in the movies. Because at least we get some little details with the visuals of him like protecting the kids. But there's no redeeming the book version. I think Alan Rickman went a long way into making this dude at all likable. As a character's only redeemable quality is that he was played by Alan Rickman. Rest in peace. Because overall, this is a terrible character. And if anybody wants to go down and comment a Bible about how he actually did have a good redemption arc, go watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, study Zuko, and then come back and tell me that this is a good character arc. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching this hate-fueled video, and please check out my boy Kanji's channel. And I hope you enjoyed this little internet pit stop filler episode. And let me know in the comments some of like the characters that you have just these unnecessary beefs and just hatred for. If you like what I do, you can always leave me a like and a subscribe, or the best way to support me is at my Patreon link. I'd really appreciate that. But with all that being said, thank you so much for coming to this little pit stop on the corner of the internet. Peace.